Hi everyone, this is your trainer Alex. So this is actually part 2. We first went over the 3 planes of motion, which were the sagittal, the frontal, and the transverse plane. Now we're going to go over directions and positions. So with that being said, superior and inferior. Superior is above, inferior is below. So superior is a structure closer to the head. Inferior is the structure closest to your feet. Now, an example of this would be your chest is superior to your hips and the feet are inferior to your knees. So that would mean that the chest is above the hips and that the feet are below the knees. The next one is posterior and anterior. So posterior is behind. So the structure further away from the body than another structure. And anterior is front, structure farther in from. So an example would be the sternum is anterior to the spine. The next thing is medial and lateral. So medial is the structure closer to your midline or the center of your body. Lateral is the structure furthest away from your midline, so like your fingers. So an example of this would be your eyes are medial to your ears. So that means that your eyes are closer to your midline than your ears are. Now, if your ears are lateral to your nose, so ears lateral to your nose, that means that your ears are farther away from your midline than your nose is. And then distal. So distal, the structure is further away from your trunk or your core or your body's midline. Proximal, I feel like I'm saying that funny, structure is closer to the trunk. So your fingers are distal from your elbow and your knees are proximal to your toes. So that means that your fingers are farther away from your trunk than your elbow is, and that your knees are closer to your trunk than your toes are. Now, the next thing. So I just wanted to make this video for you guys so you kind of know a little bit more, a little bit deeper into the planes of motion and how your body moves and things like that. So we're getting more into the technical terms. Not that you would need this, but in case, I have a lot of clients of mine that have become instructors themselves, and these are important for you to know. The most important thing is part 1 of this video. I would focus more on your sagittal, frontal, and transverse planes, because like in the last video I was telling you about that our sagittal plane is overused, our frontal and our transverse plane are underused. So we need to use them more, and sometimes we forget and we neglect those other planes of motion. So making sure to add those things in because they are very important. All right, well, I hope that this little educational video helped you out. If you have any questions, please comment beside or below. I don't know where the comment box is, just depends on if you're on YouTube or my website. So please, if you have any questions, please let me know. I appreciate any feedback. Thank you.